Hello, YouTube. It is weird listening to your own voice, so it's taken me a while to add voice to my video. I am a Gen X. My husband and I are Gen X. We took our kids, they are teens, to California. I think it's a month ago. Wow, it's a month already. So this video is to compare and contrast between California and New York of what I noticed. Our trip was 8 days and 7 nights. We spent 3.5 days in LA and 4.5 days in Northern California. So we were there in the middle of July. LA was hot. It's like 100 degrees, 90 something, 100 degrees every day that we were there. So we had to stay hydrated, but it's hot there, but it's not humid, not like New York. New York is humid with the humidity of 85, 90 degrees in New York. It's just unbearable. But California is just hot. It's not humid, so you can actually walk and breathe. I noticed there's some hills in LA, not much, just a little bit. And they have a lot of space. Everywhere you go, you gotta drive. The very first thing I noticed in New York, going through TSA at the airport, there were literally 100 people in front of us. In LA, when we were taking the plane from LA to San Jose, there were like 10 people in front of us. So 10 people versus 100. What a big difference. Rush hour in New York and LA seems to be the same. A lot of traffic. But when you go to a supermarket or a restaurant, it's not so bad like in New York. Everywhere in New York, there's lines. There could be like 10 people in front of you in a supermarket or in a restaurant.
Like that. You guys in the third, fourth car. Oh boy. Well, set still standing in Hollywood has been part of the tour since 1964. Coming up on your right.
There's a lot more people in New York and they're all like in small spaces. Everywhere you go in New York, it's like a fight to get. Fighting for spots to park your car, fighting to get online because there'll be like 10, 15 people in front of you. So LA, California seems to be a little bit more relaxed than New York because you're not constantly fighting for everything. We stay at a hotel in Alhambra, and right across the street there's like restaurants. But I noticed that like 40 to 50% of the stores are shut. Just like New York, a lot of them, 40, 50% of the business are shut down. In San Jose, the weather is 10 degrees cooler than LA. It's nice and comfortable over there. In San Jose, we also stay in a hotel next to a lot of restaurants and stores. We did not rent a car. We took Uber or Lyft whenever we need to go anywhere. Just the hassle of paperwork, driving, looking for parking. I'm not sure if we save much money. So there are a lot of tech companies move out of the Bay Area and they lay off a lot of engineers, workers. And San Jose is even more relaxed than LA. It seems to be more spread out than LA and calmer than LA. We did go to San Francisco to see the Golden Gate Bridge. It was in the middle of July. My brother warned me to wear long pants, a jacket, but I did not. I just had my shorts on and go. It was cold. It was windy. It's like in the middle of July. So if you ever go there, make sure you have something warm to wear. Long pants and a jacket. And we also went to the cable car. It was an hour wait, and there are like some homeless people roaming around the area. So one of the highlights that I like the best, or maybe the whole family likes the best, is the self-driving taxi, Waymo, by Google. I think we got on it for 1 mile, 1.5 miles. It was $18. So basically you download the app, you put your credit card information in, and then you order a self-driving car. When it gets there, it tells you to walk towards the taxi. I think we order from a very busy street. So the self-driving taxi, Waymo, had to stop in a less busy street, on the side street, and we were looking for it. So after a few minutes, we found it, and when we get there, you use the app to open the car. You go in, it has music, and it tells you to, like, if you call, they will turn on the camera. Otherwise, there's no camera turn on. It drives slowly and music all the way through until the end of the trip. So that was fun. On the way home to New York, we went to San Francisco airport to take a direct flight home because there's no direct flight from San Jose. I think it used to have it, maybe because all the layoffs and all the tech companies shut down or move away. There are not enough people going there, or maybe there's no tickets. I don't know. So we went to San Francisco to take the airplane back home to New York, and their airport is really nice. Their bathroom, I felt like I was in one of those high-end department store bathrooms with sofas and mirrors and everything. It's beautiful. I think they renovated. They have a robot serving coffee, the fancy coffee like Starbucks kind of coffee, not the regular black coffee. And the airport has so many different types of food from different places of the world. You have junk food, you get healthy food, but you know what? San Francisco definitely has lots of hills. I did not like it at all. The first day we were in San Francisco, my daughter wanted to go to Chinatown, so we stopped by Chinatown. There's hills everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It feels like a workout, and it's cold over there in the middle of the summer. So out of those 3 places, LA, San Jose, and San Francisco, I definitely like San Jose better. It's about an hour drive from San Francisco, south of San Francisco. So how is it compared to New York? New York is too crowded, too busy. it's a fight for everything. California overall is more spread out. Everything is spread out, so you don't really have to fight for a lot of stuff like New York. You're like against each other. But that 1 week or 8 days that we were there, I was constantly worried about earthquake or fires, because since we did not rent a car in LA or in Northern California, I'm like, what are we gonna do if there's an earthquake or there's a fire? We have to be evacuated and we have no car. So the entire week I was thinking about that. But the whole week we were there, it was sunny, no rain, and no earthquake, no fire. I've been there a few times. Actually, this is my third time there. First time I was in probably back in the college days, and then the second time was a few years before the pandemic. This is the third time I went back with my kids just to show them around. My husband never been there too, so I said, okay, let's go. I mean, I really want to show my kids the palm trees. It's different from New York. I know I don't have to go to California to show them the palm tree, but I have family there. So if you've never been to California or New York, that is just my summary. I mean, California has summer, warm, all season. It's pretty warm. New York, we have 4 seasons. We have to buy clothing for at least 3 seasons. Summer, winter, and then the fall and spring, you can use maybe the same clothing. So some of my family members did not like the fall season, so they moved to California. But California tax rate, the sales tax is higher. I think it's 9.3%. New York City is 8.875% New York City.